Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a recap of what happened in the last pandemic boom, because you're seeing the same thing happen again. You're starting with 151. In the other case, it was celebrations. They got me back into it, a bunch of other people back into it, because it's nostalgia. Nostalgia always gets you back into it. We're seeing a bubble Mew. This was a top chase card in celebrations. Shiny Mew going off. There was a Mew card as well as at that time. And the most recent example, the Chunkachu, which is now a Terra Crown Pikachu. So Pokemon is just literally repeating itself 4 years later. And let's see how it ended and what it's like to be in a hot market. Now Pokemon is in another bubble or just in a bull market, and it's just starting, so it can only get worse from here, to be honest. So we got Twilight Masquerade going for $160. We got a Greninja that is $300 plus. We got Surgeon Spark, just came out and it's already above MSRP, going for $167. Got a Pikachu pushing $600. Now, if you're if you're emotional about this, do not, just step away. You don't need this card at $600. No card is worth $600 in my eyes. But if you got the funds for it, sure. But if you don't have the funds for it, do not get emotional about it, because we see all this before with Vivid Voltage, which was $177, and this was the hype set at that time because there was a $500, $400 Chunkachu. So we've seen this happen before, and eventually people move on, and years later, 4 years later, this card is below $100 or at $100. There you go. 4 years later, what is this Pikachu going to be worth 4 years from now? It's probably going to be $100 plus. That's just my take. I don't think this Pikachu is better looking than the Chunkachu. At least the Chunkachu is adorable. You know, why is the Chunkachu? That's just my take on it. And people talk about pull rates. So since Twilight Masquerade, they changed the pull rates where it's harder, right? Well, this Chunkachu is 1 out of 1,092. And it's $100 right now. This Terra Crown Pikachu is 1 out of 960, and it's $600 now. So will it go below $100? Pull rates is not the reason. It's just how popular is that card, and will it hold its value because of popularity? And I don't know. I don't think this Pikachu does it for me. I could be wrong. People could love this Pikachu 10 times more than they love the Chunkachu. People built YouTube channels chasing the Chunkachu. I'm not really seeing a lot of YouTubers chase this, so we'll see. We will see. Actually, maybe they're not on YouTube. They're on the streaming platforms now. That's why I don't see them. Okay, another hype set because it had a Charizard is Darkness Blaze. This one was also pushing $176. And mind you, MSRP was about $10, $20 less back in the day, so this might be like a $200 booster box in today's market. But perspective-wise, it did also get a reprint below MSRP for 2 years since. There you go. This one had a Charizard. Just a regular VMAX Charizard was going for $130. That's how crazy the market was. This is probably one of the most graded cards out there. And now it's a $20 card. So now Champion's Path was also a very hype set, but the ETB has been at like 80 to 100 bucks for years now. But at that time, man, this is probably one of the most graded card as well. $300 plus, maybe even more at its peak. This chart doesn't go back to 2020, but $300 down to $100 some dollars, low hundreds. This was also in Champion's Path a Rainbow Charizard, which had to have been more than this. I think it was pushing 500 at one point. Wish the chart went back further, but yes, $200 plus, maybe $300, $400 plus at its peak. Now $100 plus card. Guys, you do not need to FOMO for singles. Wait it out, especially expensive cards. More times than not, so far we are showing you multi-$100 cards. They're all below where they were years ago. So sure, there is the Evolving Sky sets and top alt arts, but these were the top chase cards at that time, and they all fell below what the hype price was at that time. So another hype set, Shining Fates. Sets were just being hyped just because it was a boom. So don't fall into that cycle, because the more we go into 2025, Prismatic Evolution, Team Rocket set, partner sets, they're gonna get hyped every time. And if you overhype, you fall for the hype, you're gonna buy products to rip and your singles will drop in value. So if you get them, sell them right away. That's how I see it. Another set that was super hyped but got a massive reprint and got as low as $30. That's when I got a chance to get in it. Same with Vivid Voltage. I bought them at $30 just because it was so low. This one also had a hyped card, a $376 Charizard. That's Greninja, right? This is their Greninja at that time. And now it's a sub $70 card. Crazy. Someone bought this and graded it, made a killing. And then whoever bought that I hope they actually love the card, because if you bought it just to profit, you're never gonna make that money back because you fell for the hype. And then we got UPCs. This one is pushing $200 now, $189, $190. This was the hype. This product I was actually FOMOing over. I bought it at $220, so I actually overpaid for one time. One time in my life, I actually overpaid for a product, but not really, right? I paid above MSRP, but I'm in the green. It's $320 now, so I made $100 before counting and shipping and all that stuff. It might just be a $300 product. So if you buy it now at $200, you're still paying less than what I pay for my UPC, but you're sitting at a $300 product a year from now. So let me know if it's really worth it, because I'm sure there's way more reprints. I'm sure there's way more product of this than UPC. This is actually a very short print too. Same thing with 151 ETB. So this thing is pushing $91 right now, but I think a good comp is Hidden Fate. So Hidden Fate was probably the #1, or is the most beloved specialty set in recent memory, and it's been a 130, 150 range for years now. Just recently it's getting picked up because we're in another bull market. So during bull markets, stuff that were stagnant for years increasing in value. But when there's no bull market, you could be stuck with a product for 2 years at 150 bucks. So if you buy this now, we're not even counting reprints, but you could be stuck at 100 bucks, 130 bucks, 150 bucks for years. Unless that $50 margin is worth it for you. But I'm just saying, comparison wise, you could be in a stagnant market if you buy it at too high of a price. Or you just have the worst case scenario for investors is you get a massive reprint like Vivid Voltage. So you can have a $300 chase card, but you get a reprint for every product out there, and it's a $30 ETB. So I can't imagine why they would not reprint this over and over like Crown Zenith. So they've shown you they can reprint over and over for modern sets. Just let them finish the era, and then reprints what happened in the new era. So we're already approaching the last year of Scarlet and Violet. So Crown Zenith got massive reprints during even Scarlet and Violet era. So I don't see 151 being any different than what Crown Zenith went through. So I would not stress over missing out on 151. There's this great quote about life where this person said, back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all want me, from Mike Jones. That's how it was for a lot of the sets. So Shield and Rain right now, everyone says top 3 set, right? Along with Fusion Strike. But my example here is nobody wanted these sets until they increased in the value. Then everyone's claiming these are top 3 sets. Only top 3 because of the value. It's not really, because if it was such great of a set, they should have the same trajectory as Evolving Skies, right? It's only because of the value that people appreciate them. It's kind of sad because you would have made so much money buying at $78. So like I said, it takes 2 years for them to go above MSRP. So that's a lot of money in 2 years. So I think why a lot of Pokemon investors will fail is because they think holding it for 3 to 5 years is easy, but you could see it at 2 years for nothing. And also right now, as you can see, Twilight Masquerade and Spark are really high in value above MSRP. Even Lost Origin, more modern set, got a massive reprint, dropped it below MSRP. Same with Brilliant Stars. They all got, Brilliant Stars got as high as 182, and Twilight Surge and Spark is not even that high yet, but it went below MSRP as well. So don't FOMO right now into any of these sets. I think, as you can see, everything during the pandemic played out as it should. Reprint, drop everything below MSRP, get it in the second year, third year even, and you'll be okay. Just don't FOMO right now. There's going to be exceptions, right? There's Evolving Skies, the exception. Maybe that's 151. But 151, Pokemon's already announced it's going to have a new product coming out in February. I believe that's the timeline. And I can imagine reprints happening all of next year once they get the tail end of all the sets done, right? This is going to be the last year of Scarlet Violet era, and that's when all these reprints happen. This reprint dropped it in 2023. This is a 2022 set. So in 2023, that's when Scarlet Violet came out. No? Yeah, that's when Scarlet Violet came out. So you can still buy booster boxes below MSRP during a new era. So just keep that perspective in mind. Don't FOMO, be patient. Reprints will be your best friend, and I hope this video helped you out. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.